around. Las Vegas and Dallas. We got Dallas 7-point home favorites, 51.5 the total in this game. By the way, Jared Goff, of course, didn't play for Detroit against Chicago. Tim Boyle might have to be the quarterback again, but obviously, if you saw Goff play against Pittsburgh, that's not a big deal if he doesn't play. Boyle to me was all right. I mean, obviously made a couple mistakes, but they haven't been throwing the football much anyway, Detroit. Anyway, Las Vegas, Dallas 7-point home favorites, 51 the total in this game. This is tricky because the injuries are mounting for Dallas. I'll just say that they are ravaged on both sides of the ball. Gregory and Lawrence on the defensive line are banged up. They didn't play yesterday. Cooper on COVID protocol. Normally, you're on that list for a week, but guess what? You're playing Thursday now. So there's a chance he may not be able to come back in time for this game on Thursday because it's usually a 1-week minimum you've got to spend on that COVID list. And now CeeDee Lamb left the game against Kansas City on Sunday with an injury as well. So this is a banged-up Dallas team right now, both sides of the ball, and it's impacting the offense. The offensive line as well struggled a little bit yesterday with some of the injuries they've got there. They couldn't protect Prescott. Kansas City was in on him that entire game. So not only do you have the injuries mounting for the Cowboys, both sides of the football, you also have a long-term track record that is as old as time that the Dallas Cowboys laying significant points at home on Thanksgiving is a money-burning proposition. Last year, they get bombed by Washington at home on Thanksgiving. 2 years ago, Buffalo goes in there on Thanksgiving and drills the Cowboys. It's just something that I'm not looking to do, is lay points, especially a touchdown or more, with the Dallas Cowboys at home on Thanksgiving. They have not been good the last couple of years in these Thanksgiving home games. But here's the problem. Can you make a case for the Raiders right now? Because this season is falling apart for them before our very eyes. They've got issues. They have no speed at receiver with Ruggs now since he had that car accident incident. The Bryan Edwards is dropping passes left and right. Renfro and Waller are the only two guys that can make plays in the passing game, and they're getting double teamed all the time because they don't respect anybody else in that receiving core for the Raiders. The defense is falling apart again. There's just a ton of issues. They've lost 3 straight. They look like they're in a fog since the Henry Ruggs situation happened. It's not a coincidence to me they've lost all 3 games since Ruggs just decided to be an idiot and do what he did. So there's issues with the Raiders. It's a leap of faith getting to back them right now. So your guess is as good as mine what to do with this game. I say just stay away. We'll get into this more on Tuesday with Jimmy, but this is a tough one early in the week to really prognosticate. What do you think here, C-Mac?
Yeah, this is a tough one. The Cowboys, maybe the injuries are starting to creep up. You just saw how bad the Falcons were. They got their ass whipped, by the Patriots. So maybe that win wasn't that crazy. The Falcons are just getting that bad. And then there was the ultimate flat spot going to Kansas City. He was playing a lot better, getting healthier, defense playing better, all that good shit. And they kicked their ass. And the offense didn't look good at all. This is a tough one. I know a lot of people are going to bet Dallas. It's Thanksgiving weekend, and they're right now 7-3, and they're darling. So a lot of people will lay this 7. I'm not. A big key yesterday was just field goals. I thought that was one of the better overs, the Raiders Bengals, and it fell short. I think if those field goals weren't kicked, and the Raiders defense did hang early a little bit. They finally wore out of gas in the end there. But Derek Carr, no passes downfield like you talked about. You double Waller. It's just everything's a mess, They got to push the ball downfield, especially in this day and age. They throw a flag so freaking easily for PI. I always say those 3rd down and longs, just chuck it up. It's like a punt. They pick it off. Screw it. But, yeah, this is a tough one to back the Raiders here too. Now the total is dropped. Maybe it drops a little bit more, then you take the over here. If you can get this at 49 or something like that, 49.5, and we see some points, because I still don't think both defenses are that great. And it's just, can the Raiders score? I thought that offense could score a little bit. It was horrible yesterday. That one drive, 3-play touchdown. Other than that, garbage. So, tough one here. Not one I'm crazy to bet on.
Yeah, this could be a spot, and someone in the chat mentioned it. It's a good point. Just run the football. I mean, with Lamb out, with Cooper probably out again, maybe just run the football with Pollard and Zeke, and you should be fine, because you're right, the Raiders' run defense the last 3 games has fallen off again, a little bit. And we saw Joe Mixon, in the second half, especially for the Bengals, just run amok against that Raiders team. So that could be what they do. Just commit to the run game more. And don't look now, Remember Dallas over, as you like to say, Conor Mack, earlier in the season? 4 straight unders now for them. So keep that in mind. And I think that's what they see. The unders taking a lot of money here in this game. My apologies, Rob Garvey in the chat saying I never got back to a DM. Send me a DM again on Twitter, Rob. I'll get back this time. There's 10 million people that send me shit and DM on Twitters every day, DMs on Twitter every day. So it's hard to keep up with it all. So I always miss one or two, but send it again and I'll make sure I get back to you.